Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth, and the topic of my presentation is Salmonella linked to bean sprouts causing enteritis infection. Here are some background information. Salmonella is a strain of bacteria that causes gastrointestinal disease called salmonellosis. Common symptoms of salmonellosis are diarrhea, fever, and pain in the abdominal region. These symptoms could happen between 12 and 72 hours after infection. In 2014, there were 115 cases in total reported from 12 states linked to salmonella in bean sprouts, and 25% of the population were hospitalized. Luckily, there were no deaths occurred. Current situation. Despite the fact that salmonella outbreak relating to bean sprouts is now over and the contaminated source is no longer available for purchase, the importance of foodborne disease related to salmonella is addressed. And the mission for CDC is to help more consumers to avoid illness from consuming bean sprouts. The strength is that changes in salmonella antibiotic resistance is monitored by the government, so we have a DNA database for that. The weakness is that salmonella and sprouts are still source of foodborne disease, so we are still in the risk of getting the salmonellosis. And this outbreak gives us an opportunity to educate the public through displaying information such as food safety practice online for them to see. A threat that we need to take into consideration is that the long-term result of salmonellosis is reactive arthritis. Prioritize core issues. The case happened between September 30, 2014 and December 15, 2014. Most people reported consuming bean sprouts at the Asian-style restaurant 1 week prior to the outbreak. And the prioritized education is that bean sprouts need to be cooked thoroughly, otherwise it will contain bacteria lead to salmonellosis. Analyze alternative. The contaminated bean sprouts were destroyed as the solution of the case, and it was no longer available for purchase or consumers. In order to prevent the salmonella infection, we could cook sprouts thoroughly since cooking can kill most of the bacteria. Or another approach is that we could avoid adding raw sprouts into our food, such as sandwich and salad. House belief model could help reducing the number of the affected people by demonstrating the seriousness of disease. Then educate the publics, especially those who are in risk of getting the salmonellosis, such as children, elders, and people with weak immune systems, in order to change their behavior and to be healthy. Recommendations. The first recommendation is to store the sprouts at a temperature of below 4 Celsius degrees to avoid bacterial growth. The second recommendation is seed disinfection, which could be performed by soaking sprouts in solutions containing 20,000 parts per million calcium hypochlorite. Action plan. The goal of the action plan is to prevent more people from infection due to salmonella when consuming bean sprouts. By the end of 2019, all restaurants and bean sprouts production sites need to store bean sprouts in the fridge that is under 4 Celsius degrees. By 2025, a solution that contains fewer chemical particles should be invented for seed disinfection. Opinions. I personally do not like bean sprouts, so I barely eat it. But it is really common among Asians And cooking thoroughly might be the simplest, quickest, and most effective way of prevention to me, since you can operate this at home. And I will definitely spread the information around and make sure that my family and friends are aware of this and so they can avoid this. Thank you.